Before we sink ourselves into the depths of 3D Studio Max's interface, let's have a little bit of fun and let's take a look at how to place and delete objects, shapes, lights, and cameras into a scene. First thing you're going to need to do is move your mouse over to the Create panel and click on it to make sure it's active. And you'll see there are a bunch of buttons under here. There's geometry buttons, shape buttons, lights, and cameras. Let's start by placing some standard primitives into a scene. Make sure that this pull down is set to standard primitives. And let's select something, say like a box. I click on the object type box, and in any view, I'm going to select the top view, draw the footprint of the box. Click the left mouse button and drag, and you can see in the perspective view that the footprint is being placed. Let go of the left mouse button. Now when you move the mouse forward and back, you can see that you're now going to extrude the footprint of the box. When you have the box size that you like, click the left mouse button one last time, and your object is right there. You can use the Move tool to move this object a little further back and out of the way. Let's create a sphere. Click on the sphere object type, and let's say in the left view, move the cursor to where the center of the sphere will be, click the left mouse button, and drag. And you create a sphere. When you get the size you want, let go of the left mouse button. I'm going to zoom out a little bit, select the Zoom tool, and in my perspective view, click the left mouse button and drag down to zoom out a little bit. Maybe a little bit more. Now click on the Lights button, and let's select a target spotlight. In the left view, click to place the spotlight and drag to place its target. You can select the Move tool and select the spotlight in your top view and drag it around to position it. And you can see the light changing in my perspective view. Pretty cool. Finally, let's add a camera to the scene. Select the Camera button. Works similar to the spotlight. Let's zoom out on the left view with the Zoom tool. Go back to your Camera button, and let's place a camera in our scene. Let's place a target camera. Click to place the camera in the scene and drag to position its target. When you place a camera into a scene, you now have the option of looking at the world, your 3D world, from that camera's viewpoint. We can change the perspective view to a camera view. Right-click on the perspective view, go down to Views, and select Camera 1, your new camera. So if I go to my top view and zoom out with the Zoom tool, and I select my camera object with the Move tool and drag it around, you can see that in my camera view, I'm changing the perspective of the camera view in real time. Now that I've placed objects, lights, and cameras in my scene, I can delete them. Select the Move tool or the Select tool, select an object, say the box, and hit the Delete key. Or you can select the sphere, and go to Edit, and select Delete. Now notice when I select my camera and go to the Edit menu and select Delete, this view goes back to perspective because I've deleted the object for the camera view. Finally, select the spotlight and hit the delete key. That's how you add and delete objects into a scene. Before we get into the interface in depth, you might want to play around and have a little bit of fun.